Now we are going to add one more visualization. For example, infographic designer. So this is the chart which we are going to insert in our existing graphs. So it is its purpose is to create beautifully your reports with easy to create infographics. I'm going to add over here, and it will take time. So I had already edit in my sheet, and I'm going to cross it over here. And coming back to the data visualization, how you will get more visuals. So at the bottom of these charts, I'm get more visuals, three dots over here, get more visuals, click over here, and you will see so many options over there, and it will load all these data. Now I had already imported and loaded successfully in my data set. So in order to certain outcomes will follow, I am going to click over here, and once it's a click, by clicking over here, I'm going to click category and region. So I'm going to click uh, perform like category over here. Let's see what are the categories and what are the lesion data. So what are the measures? I'm going to click, let's say I'm going to click measures over here, then add data over here. You can see over data I'm having added here. So now I'm clicking data columns, it's a name, and you can see more data columns are showing over here. If I'm clicking like row data, so if I keep it here, so it will have more data columns inside the particular value, and you can see more than one values over here. So if I cross it, uh, drop category from the legend, it will have more values and more data set over here. You can see it's showing the relevant values. If I click over the category value here, and it will have different categories wise data. I'm going to cross the legend from here and dropping the legend in the categories value. So it's showing the different aspect and different values. Similarly, if I click on the billing data over category, it will have more impact over my output. And if I'm crossing the legend and going to the legend value, it will have all the respective value. Suppose I'm going to insert description value, so it will have description part, and I'm going to cross the legend value and going to legend part over there. So this is the insertion and the if I click the negotiation bar over here, it will have more graph, and click the category and going to perform the category value. So this is how we can perform the different operations. Like for example, some values are there, some categories values are also here. So if I am going to add one more like blink code, and like what are the different blink code and what are the different blink legend over here, then it can have the particular value. I'm going to click over here and blink code here, and then description over the legend, and then I can have multiple data set. Now I'm going to click the edit mark. So inside the edit mark, I'm going to click on the shape. So this is the shape number one. If I want to click the more shape over here, so I can have over there. If I can have more like click shape, so instead of like food and drink, so I can have, for example, I'm having multiple shapes, so I can add, for example, the particular mobile shape. So I can go over the given value. If I want to keep this mouse value, I can have the mouse value. And then if I want to click the location value, then I can have the location value inside the given parameter. So it's like shape, and then click on the apply button. Now I want to add the scroller. For this, I'll type the scroller over here, and then I'll find first scroller, your data gets visualized as an animated scrolling data. So this I'm going to add over here because I had already added in my dashboard. So I'm going to cross it over here, and you can see this has been scrolled with paramount reference. I want to bring in my data set. So what I'll do, I'll add it over here and go to the lower section and go to the lower round value at the bottom part and expand at some value and go to the category search section. So I'll click over billing code here, and I'm going to click the, let's say, billing code over here, and then major absolute. So it's going to perform that CPT, RC, HPC, whatever the values are going to import over there. So similarly, I can add description value over here in the add data section. So it can have the description value. Suppose I want to add the name value here. So I can add name value with the particular name section. Suppose I want to add the negotiation value here. So you can see the negotiation will be added here. Like suppose I am going to add the major deviation, so I can have the major deviation. From there it is having the variation part. So suppose I am having name, so it will have the particular name, and the name value will pop up over here. If you want to add some customized data, then I will have to go to the visualize and click on the scroll and going to the custom text. So for this, I'll write my custom data. It will keep flowing like news, and the visual news are there and having the particular rolling point over there. If you want to lower down the speed, so you can lower down the speed, and let's say I'm having 1 now, so it can have the lower speed now. Suppose I'm creating is 1.23 instead of I'm creating, suppose I'm creating 5. So it's scrolling very fastly. And font size, I can increase the font size for the custom data also. Like this time I'm keeping it 30, let's say, and having scroll value 2. So then I can have my custom data. I'm going to delete this data again and keeping my format visualization, and then keep it and RCT values are going to scroll. So let's keep billing code. I'm going to add billing data here. So this will have the particular aspect and particular description part. And let's have what will be there in the negotiation. So it will have the negotiation, the count value. So I can have these separate values with the help of scroller data. The third chart we are going to add, that is called word cloud. So inside the word cloud, I'm having a different graph option, that is to create a fun visual from frequent text in your dataset. So I'm going to click over here and going to insert. So I had already inserted over here. So I'm going to remove this and I'm going to add from here. So this is the word count, and just click one time and it will be pop up on the screen or the dashboard. So for a notable boost, I am going to click one by one. What is the billing code? It's not showing anything. What is the billing code over here? So it's having only 3 attributes, 3 characteristics, so not showing very impact over here. If I'm going to billing code, so it's having again simple. If I'm going to add description, it's showing very informative operations on the screen. So inflating the different text on the screen, I'm having the architecture and having the different means operation, surgical, study, surgery, and room, procedure, lab, radiology, how many journals operations are there, one, and pathology, and it's according to their services it is going to show on the screen. If I'm going to name over there, so it's having, if I'm going to add the not add but name on the screen, It's showing so many options, like name W is counting 56 times, EGD is having 15 frequency, MRI is having 29, contrast is having 19, so that I can have the visualization impact on the screen. If I add the negotiation range, so it is not having that much impact, so I'll have description again on the screen that look nice. If you want to change these top words, so I can have the setting from there. So if I give these top words, it will create these top words off. So you can see a few changes are there. So yes, it is going to change that word. I'm going to click over there. If I'm going to click rotate text, it is going to rotate my entire structure, and I'm having that kind of values. So I'm going to convert again in the different section. So if I'm going to click maximum angle, so I am having, if I am having, let's say 150, so it is having that impact on the screen. I'm making it again 90 degree. So in order to drop a different impact or different inflate on the screen, you can have maximum number of orientation. Like suppose I'm having 4, so it's having that much orientation. Similarly, I can have the performance value, quality. I can have performance options. I can have data colors also, like different data colors and different. You can change the different colors. So to keep all the colors same, you can change all the colors same from this option, and all the colors will be disappeared and will have same color for the all the text. Now, minimum number of representation, maximum number of words will be changed over here. Now I'm going to take the tornado chart. So it is used for comparing the relative importance of variables between two groups. So I'm going to add in my visualization in order to have the better leap of report. So further to our conversation in last video, that we have the different architectures and different shapes of the graphs. So we can have multiple definitions and which are going to matters to us. So we are going to have the dashboard again. So inside our dashboard, it will going to add successfully, and very quickly it is going to add over here. So once it will ask the same format, and it is going to add that values. So it's taking time to load. Now I would publish all my code over here. For this, will do. You can see publish it for me. So my report .pbix in Power BI has successfully uploaded. How I did it that? So I'll click on the file and go to the my name and click over here, go to the Power BI service. So it will go to the Power BI cloud option. So inside a Power BI cloud option, it will show all your credentials or your workspaces over here. So I'm going to click to home button, file, then home, and here I am having publish option. So by default, the first option is my workspace, which is coming from cloud. And for with rapid increasing of popularity of publishing to Power BI or your web service, I'm going to select that. I'm going to select it. It is going to take some replacing this data set because I had already published this report, so it's showing that side. So if you click on that button, so it will show the public and your data has been published successfully. Then on the coming back to the cloud version, you will have that your workspace, and click over Saxena, and you will have your workspace, and then you will have like my workspace, and then my final report is over here. So this is my final report. I'm going to see that report how it is going to look. So you can see that how my report is going to here. So this is page number 1, where I can see all my reports. And this is page number 2 where I can see all my second report. This is page number 3, which is I'm having all the arbitrary values. This is page number 3 having general text and all these value. So here I am having publishing on the web. I had publishing on the web. Now from the coming to the cloud or PI function, I'm going to click the create the dashboard function. So for him here you can see the pin option. I'm going to pin that visualization. Wherever you are having that pin option, you can pin that visualization. If I go to the other options, so I can have the other pin value, it's not going to, yes, it is having pin visualization. I can take it into the my dashboard or my visualization part or the creation. So I'm going to pin visualization, and then it is going to create. Where do you want to print existing dashboards? As of now I don't have any dashboard, so it's not showing that option, enabled that option. So I'm going to create that option, searching first dashboard, and then I'm going to pin over here. So it is going to pin over there. So again, so this is my first pin. I'm going to pin that visualization existing dashboard. It's showing only one option there because I have created only one dashboard. So I have created pin over there. And similarly, I'll do the same for this action given by this pin function. Pin option will follow a similar move by another actions. So I'm going to take the pin function over here. Just click over here, pin existing, and pin over here, and then going to the page 2 and going to click over this graph, and this graph will have pin option again. I'm going to add into the existing dashboard. Now I'm going to pin this visualization also and pin, and then going to page number 1 where I am having more of graphs. I'm going to pin that visualization, so pin into the existing, and then going to click this option and then existing graph. So if I click over here, so I'm going to click on the dashboard pin, and now I'm going to the dashboard option. Here I am having description, sum of billing, and the different columns. So I had taken 3 times, I had pin over there. So I can click over there. So this is how I can create the dashboard and move all the pinning option. So in the given report, I had already updated the dashboard option. So I'm going to the coming back to the final report. So from here, I'm going to file, click on the file, save a copy, and download this file also. If I want to export these options, I can export in the finalize or the PDF. I'm going to create that current values and the default values. So if you want to remove all the filters, then you can have the default values. If you want to keep all the filters, you can have the current values. So I'm going to export that functions in the given PDF, and then it is going to create that PDF version also. I'm going to create page 2, this is page 3, and this is page number 4. I can have the PDF for the same. If I want to get inside, I can have the get inside of the everything. Your report is being exported, so it has been just reported in the PDF format, and I can open it on the view the entire format. So this is page number 1, and I can have the billing option and all the certain values. So I cannot click over there. So this is page number 2, and this is page number 3, and this is page number 4 where I am having so many options. So I can do one thing. I can create page number 4 here. No, I cannot go to the page number 4. And what I can do, I can export is like export, and in the PowerPoint embedded live data, yes, embedded and image, no, I'm going to create embedded with live data. So I'm going to copy that function and open in Power BI, or you can see copy and open in PowerPoint. So I'm going to open that. Story is going to open in PowerPoint function. So I'm going to save this data set inside my local PC. So I'm going to create that Power BI data and the again next folder and then save. So if I export and Power BI enable live data, so open in PowerPoint. So I'm going to open in PowerPoint. So this is here. I had opened in PowerPoint, accept and continue. So sign in required. So I'll have to sign in, and then it will ask. So I'm going to provide my example. Okay, so your personal account, to use this add-in, sign in. Okay, so sign in, going to create that sign in option again. If I can see, okay, can I click over here? Yes, my Microsoft Office user only. Okay, so can I sign in over here? Okay, no. I can click over my Microsoft account, and then it will ask the proper credentials. Yes, it is having that account. So I can have that. I can create switch account and then sign with different account. I'm going to create sachin dot enough sachin dot sena and create com. Then next, the password. I'm going to provide that password also. Okay. So I'm going to update that password. Now it is allowing me to sign in. So now I can open my Power BI PowerPoint version. So hold on while we register this device with your company and apply policy. We take a moment. So meanwhile, we can have the release strong. Okay, I'm going to click on close button and then coming back to the dashboard and see whether I can have like again export Power BI live data. So I can copy that and click then B and enter. So this is the again app.powerbi. Here you can have the. So now I'll have to update all my Power BI function. This is my workspace and here I'm having all these my workbook and the dashboards option. This is how we can create our dashboard.